Hey everybody, positive Benzo Withdrawal. And one question that I have had a lot and that I've heard a lot is when do we know when we're healed? And I remember it was probably about a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago, and I was feeling better than I had in a while, but not 100%. And I remember thinking, like, how the heck am I going to know when I'm healed? Like, this is the weirdest process. It's so up and down and nonlinear. And, one day you think you're doing really, really well. And then, did I say really well? One day you think you're doing really well. And then the next week you're in a total crazy horrible wave and can barely get out of bed. So I've asked this question and I've heard this question asked by people who are healed and by like experts in the field. And everyone says you're just going to know. Like it's going to be super evident and you're just going to know that you're healed. That's what I heard. So I remember like before I took the antibiotic, thinking, oh my God, they were right. I'm healed. I feel healed. Like, you don't have to ask. You don't have to wonder. You feel it. It's like this feeling inside of, I can do whatever I want. I can think whatever I want. I can go where I want. I can eat what I want. I feel like I was before. And I know I'm speaking with me, I'm somebody who took a benzo for a couple of years PRN, so as needed, before the whole fiasco of like this crazy journey started. So for some people who've been taking medications, benzos, SSRIs for like a gazillion years, you might not know who you are. So I wouldn't know how to answer that question. For me, like I can see back in time just a few years ago, put my ring on. Another great, beautiful piece of jewelry from my really good friend. This is like a little flaw that's meant to be there. Anyway, she's great. She makes all my jewelry. But yeah, I can remember a time when I was like high on fire. Like I was just me, like this person, this larger than life educator, traveling, doing big lectures and workshops for lots and lots of people, like dancing every day, had a radio show. Like I can remember that really clearly. And so at this time, several months before I took the antibiotic, I felt like that girl was back. I was doing hip hop dance classes every day. However, and I thought I was healed enough to take an antibiotic. Clearly, I was not. And woke up in acute the next day, and the rest is history. And I have met a lot of people who have had setbacks thinking that they were 100% healed, and clearly they're not. So my answer to this question, how do you know when you're healed? I don't think you do. And I'm sorry to have to say that. That is my honest to goodness truth. I don't think that we know. At least I haven't experienced that. If there's another version of the story, I will come back and tell you when I am 100% healed and I can do whatever I want. Baylissa does say when we're 100% healed, we can take antibiotics and we can take steroids and all kinds of things and be fine. I don't know. I'm going to treat myself, and I'm sorry, it's kind of like this was a bit of a bait and switch kind of question because you're probably assuming that I'm going to answer this question. But what I am going to do is pretend like I'm not healed, even if I feel like I am. And this has been told to me before, like, I'd ask Baylissa, like, okay, I'm feeling better. What can I do? She said, well, just don't do any bungee jumping for like 6 months after you feel healed. I'm going to extend that. I'm going to say I'm not going to be bungee jumping mm, 5 years after I think I'm healed. I don't know, 6 years after I think I'm healed. And then that begs the question, well, then what do we do in the meantime? Like, how do we live our lives? Everyone's going to have to figure that out for themselves. But for me, I'm going to say, I'm going to live close to the bone. Close to the bone, aka close to home. I probably will not be doing, I have tried to get back into dance multiple times since the injury. I highly doubt it. I'm not going to be going back into dance. If anything, it's going to be like this, like slow, slow movements. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like the dance that I was doing was like serious stomping. No. So yeah, there's not going to be any Botox. There's not going to be. I don't see myself eating like a few pieces of chocolate cake because of the sugar. I am not going to be drinking alcohol probably ever again in my life. It's already a decision that I made. I don't see myself riding a motorcycle like dunes on it, like dune buggies on a dune like anytime soon. And yeah, I guess we all need to kind of figure that out for ourselves. But central nervous system damage is so invisible. When you get to the point of invisibility and you're no longer feeling your symptoms like front and center, it is so tricky to navigate. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is just staying hella chill. Hella chill. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will see you again soon. Peace.